Have you ever felt like you're not living up to your full potential? Do you sometimes wonder if there's more to you than what others see? These questions touch on a common struggle many of us face. We often doubt our own worth and allow others to define us. But what if I told you that you possess an incredible magic within you, a magic that's uniquely yours, waiting to be recognized and shared with the world? Today, we're going to explore how to stop letting others treat you as anything less than the magic you truly are. This isn't just about feeling good about yourself. It's about recognizing your inherent value and living in a way that honors your true self. Let's start by talking about the power within you. Each person has a unique set of talents, abilities, and perspectives that make them special. Think about the things you're good at, the qualities that make you who you are. Maybe you have a knack for solving problems, or perhaps you have a way of making others feel at ease. These are part of your magic. But often, we don't see our own magic because we're too busy comparing ourselves to others or trying to meet external expectations. Society often tells us what success should look like, what we should value, and how we should behave. These pressures can make us doubt ourselves and dim our inner light. Think about the last time you felt truly alive and engaged. What were you doing? How did it feel? That feeling of being in your element, of time flying by because you're so absorbed in what you're doing, that's your magic at work. It's when you're most authentically you. Unfortunately, many of us have learned to downplay our unique qualities. We might have been told we're too loud, too quiet, too sensitive, or not sensitive enough. Over time, these messages can make us believe that there's something wrong with us, that we need to change to fit in or be accepted. But here's the truth. There's nothing wrong with you. Your quirks, your passions, your way of seeing the world, these are all part of what makes you magical. The key is learning to recognize and value these qualities in yourself. So how do we start to identify our worth? It begins with self-reflection. Take some time to think about what matters to you. What are your values? What do you believe in? What makes you feel fulfilled? These aren't always easy questions to answer, especially if you've spent a lot of time trying to meet other people's expectations, but they're crucial for understanding your true self. Next, look at your achievements. And I don't just mean the big, obvious ones like degrees or promotions. Think about the times you've helped someone, solved a problem, or created something. These are all evidence of your unique abilities and worth. It's also important to recognize that your worth isn't tied to your productivity or accomplishments. You have inherent value simply because you exist. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. Of course, knowing your worth is one thing, standing up for it is another. Many of us struggle with setting boundaries and asserting ourselves, especially with people who are used to treating us as less than we are. But learning to stand up for yourself is crucial for honoring your magic. This doesn't mean being aggressive or confrontational. It's about calmly and firmly expressing your needs and expectations. It's about saying no when something doesn't align with your values or when someone is asking too much of you. It's about not accepting treatment that diminishes your worth. Standing up for yourself might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're not used to it. But remember, you're not being selfish or mean by having boundaries. You're simply treating yourself with the respect you deserve. Part of standing up for yourself is learning to handle criticism and negativity. Not everyone will understand or appreciate your magic, and that's okay. Their opinion doesn't define you. What matters is how you see yourself. This brings us to the importance of cultivating self-respect. Self-respect is the foundation for all healthy relationships, including the one you have with yourself. It's about treating yourself with kindness and compassion, even when you make mistakes or face setbacks. Practicing self-care is a crucial part of self-respect. This doesn't just mean bubble baths and face masks, although those can be nice. It means taking care of your physical, emotional, and mental health. It means making time for the things that recharge you and bring you joy. It means speaking to yourself with kindness and encouragement, the way you would speak to a good friend. Self-respect also means being honest with yourself. It means acknowledging your strengths and your areas for growth. It means taking responsibility for your actions and learning from your mistakes. It means setting goals that align with your values and working towards them, not because you need to prove anything to anyone, but because you want to grow and develop your abilities. As you start to value yourself more, you might notice that some relationships in your life feel out of alignment. That's normal. As you grow and change, some relationships may need to change too. This doesn't necessarily mean ending friendships or cutting off family members, but it might mean having honest conversations about your needs and expectations. Surrounding yourself with positivity is crucial for maintaining your sense of self-worth. Seek out relationships with people who support and encourage you, who see your magic and celebrate it. These are the people who will lift you up when you're doubting yourself, who will remind you of your worth when you forget. Creating a positive environment also means being mindful of the media you consume and the messages you expose yourself to. Are the books you read, the shows you watch, and the social media accounts you follow supporting your growth and reinforcing your worth? If not, it might be time to make some changes. Of course, even with a supportive environment and a strong sense of self-worth, you'll still face challenges and setbacks. That's just part of life. The key is in how you respond to these challenges. When you face a setback, it's easy to fall into negative self-talk and doubt. But remember, a setback is not a reflection of your worth. It's an opportunity for growth. Every challenge you face is a chance to learn something new about yourself, to develop new skills, and to become even more resilient. When you're in the midst of a difficult situation, try to step back and look at it objectively. What can you learn from this? How can you use this experience to grow stronger? This mindset doesn't mean you won't feel frustrated or disappointed, but it does mean you won't let those feelings define you or hold you back. As you become more confident in your own magic, you'll find yourself more able to share your gifts with others. This doesn't mean you need to be in the spotlight or do grand gestures. It simply means allowing your unique qualities to shine through in your daily life and interactions. Maybe your gift is your ability to listen and make others feel heard. Maybe it's your creativity, your problem-solving skills, or your sense of humor. Whatever your gifts are, don't hide them. The world needs your magic. Sharing your gifts isn't just about what you can do for others, it's also about being true to yourself. When you express your authentic self, you give others permission to do the same. You create a ripple effect of authenticity and self-acceptance. Living your magic is a daily practice. It's about making choices that align with your values and honor your true self. It's about speaking your truth even when it's difficult. It's about pursuing your passions and dreams, even if they're different from what others expect of you. This might mean taking small steps each day towards a bigger goal. It might mean doing one thing that scares you, that pushes you out of your comfort zone. It might mean choosing kindness and compassion, even in difficult situations. Remember, living your magic doesn't mean everything will be perfect all the time. You'll still have bad days, make mistakes, and face challenges. But when you're living authentically, you'll have the resilience and self-assurance to navigate these difficulties. As you start to live your magic more fully, You'll likely notice changes in your relationships and your environment. People will respond differently to you. Some might be inspired by your authenticity and confidence. Others might feel uncomfortable, especially if they're used to you playing small. Don't let this deter you. Your growth and self-acceptance can have a powerful positive impact on those around you. By valuing yourself, you show others that it's okay for them to value themselves too. You create a space where others feel safe to be their authentic selves. This ripple effect can extend far beyond your immediate circle. Imagine a world where everyone recognized and honored their own magic, where people treated each other with respect and kindness because they respected and valued themselves. That's the kind of world we can create when we stop letting others treat us as less than the magic we are. So, where do we go from here? How do we start living this magic in our daily lives? It starts with a decision to value yourself, to honor your unique qualities, and to live authentically. This might mean setting aside some time each day for self-reflection. It might mean having a difficult conversation with someone who doesn't treat you with respect. It might mean pursuing a dream you've been putting off because you didn't think you were worthy or capable. Whatever it looks like for you, take that first step. Remember, you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing to recognize your own worth and to live from that place of self-respect and authenticity. As we wrap up, I want to encourage you to take a moment right now to acknowledge your own magic. Think about a quality you possess that you're proud of, something that makes you uniquely you. Hold on to that feeling of pride and self-appreciation. That's the magic we've been talking about. Going forward, I challenge you to notice when you're letting others treat you as less than you are. Notice when you're treating yourself that way. And then make a conscious choice to honor your magic instead. Remember, you are worthy of respect, love, and kindness, both from others and from yourself. You have unique gifts to offer the world. Don't let anyone, including yourself, treat you as anything less than the magic you are. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of self-worth and authenticity. I hope you found something here that resonates with you, that inspires you to live more fully as your true, magical self. If you found value in this discussion, I encourage you to share your thoughts and experiences. How do you honor your own magic? What challenges have you faced in valuing yourself? Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear to start recognizing their own worth. Let's continue this conversation. Let's create a community where we support each other in living authentically and valuing ourselves. Because when we each shine our unique light, we make the whole world brighter. Remember, you are magic. You always have been, and you always will be. It's time to let that magic shine.